The old horseshoe on the banks of Yolentan. It has seen many a high-stakes clash, and another one coming up from Columbus in this one. The Oregon Ducks come in to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes, and over the last several years, whenever these two teams have gotten together, high-stakes, playoff game, conference championship implications, all on the line. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to Holly Rowe.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting top 25 matchups of this season. Honestly, Oregon versus Ohio State might be two of the most talented rosters in all of college football. College football playoff implications on the line. This one should be massive when Oregon takes on Ohio State. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Say it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Making side adjustments here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Smashes through the tackle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top-5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Jackson. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for it.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear.
Ready? Go, go!
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Bought a little time, lets it go. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Motion from the back. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Timeout signal by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to impose their will with the run. Maybe some room here. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like what you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive That's gone away now if you have to punt.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Opening play of the drive from the 39. On the run, it's Rodgers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Say it. Rushes on him. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Sayin on the play action. Heaves it deep. Got it down the field. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Blue 22, blue 22. Go, go.
Quarterback keeps it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
Ready.
Snap it to the back. runs through the tackle. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting set for the extra point effort, putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Griffin. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go right back to the run. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Dante Moore. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Bear. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Moore, under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Now here's Moore. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Ducks will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Oh, better look. Here's a little room there. Ripping through the defense. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I know there's a lot of people out there when they see 4th and inches, they're thinking QB sneak, bush push, but not this offense. They've got conventional ways. They can turn around, hand the football off, and rip off an explosive play like they did there.
Here's more to throw. Takes the easy completion. There he goes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Ducks! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. The extra point here would tie the game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quick handoff. Powers through the defender. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Here's Sayin to throw. Finds his big tight end. Caught, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. And finally, in the 2nd quarter, they get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking his way. He's too big of a weapon to ignore. If they're going to win this game, he needs more touches.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. He's got the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Looking for room. It's Jackson. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one. But I'll tell you, a hit like that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some bad intentions.
Motion from the wideout. Throwing, say it. Going deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Quarterback making adjustments. With the draw, it's Jackson. Nice move there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They're going to ride this running back. This time, there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Say it. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They want to run this quarterback. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the Michigan State Spartans. And it's the Wolverines, engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Makes the catch. Gets away from one. He's got space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Throwing more. Wide open downfield. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
More to the air again. Got it.
I don't think anybody expected this true freshman to jump in the scene here in college football and just explode the way he has. He has been making big plays week in and week out, and that's why this true freshman is square in the middle of the discussion when you're talking about Heisman Trophy.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Dante Moore unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half, but man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
They'll try it again after the incomplete pass on 3rd and goal from the 3. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Ducks! They take the lead with the 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he added the extra point. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's a great start to this 2nd half. That's what you talked about in the locker room at halftime. Don't let them create momentum. Don't let them start to create a comeback. Come back on this 1st drive, set the tone. The defense doing that right off the bat.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Offense is on the field to get this drive going. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the ground with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. And they'll knock him down. Trying to get everyone on the same page. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the catch, and he's free. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Moore. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Dante Moore wants to throw again. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. 4th down, Moore. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. with this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go play action with Sayet. Moving out to the right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quarterback may change this route. Sayet from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Sayet. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. And after the huge run, it came at a perfect time for this runner. He's got to catch his breath as we head to the fourth. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the direct snap, it's Bear. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's Moore to throw. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on first and goal that can maybe...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Here's Sayet to throw. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Intercepted by Oregon. And they'll take over first and 10.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This offense has it with really good field position. Throwing more. Got him downfield. Touchdown Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets.
Number 39, set to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Play fake, say it. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Number 39, set to advance on the football.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running inside, it's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You just hope this isn't serious. He's run himself right into the Heisman Trophy race at this point in the season. Tavian St. Clair. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. St. Clair from the gun on third down. Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Stop right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Plucks it out of the air. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Bear. Makes it past the marker. Got a little grass. Inside the 30. The 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what...
Oh, they block it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run.
Number 39, set to kick this one.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. St. Clair. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. They'll take this opportunity to talk things over on the sideline. Great place to start for this offense.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
They'll run the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Go.
On the move, it's Davison. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well, and they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.